Check, check, check. We're live, man. We're live again. Who we got in here? Bruce Lee, you're back, yeah? Man's back in the fucking lives again. Where you been, man? I seen you on other people's lives, you know, selling out. Nah, it's good, man. It's all good. It's all good. Man says, raw, we're live again. Yep. Basically, yeah. I was about to watch this video, innit? Hold on a sec. I was about to watch, you know, this video here. Eddie Hearn, heartfelt message to Kell, Brook. I was about to just sit and watch it. And I thought we may as well watch it together. You see that video? So we'll have a little watch it. Have you not seen it already though? And if you've already seen it, it's yeah, man. Cheers, Ty, and I'm at rock bottom. Wow, what's up with you? What's the matter, man? What's going on? Why did you end the last stream in a depressing way? I know. You know the live that I did yesterday? It was just cringe, man. It was cringe. I was fucking watching some old videos, you know, and I had a stupid fringe like that. I had like a fucking fringe like that, yeah. And it was too much, man. So I just wrapped it up. But we're back, man. We're back. I should have said bye though, you know, instead of just ending it, pressing end stream without saying bye. Thanks for the super chats, etc. So we'll just move on, man. Come on, start afresh. Start afresh, man. Oof. Ty, you love this boxing shit. Someone said, hold on a minute, fuck off, man. Let me just try and get these comments on the screen. Hold on a sec, just bear with me. And then we'll fucking do it. Right. Someone's come through with a super chat already, you know. Any chance? Give me a little poxy $2. Nah, it's good, man. Have you paid your mum's mortgage yet, Dosser? Nah, I ain't seen my mum, you know. There's a bit of fucking tension, you know, between me and my mum. So I'm just giving her a few weeks, few months to cool down a bit, calm down, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just bought some ciders, bought a couple of vapes. I thought I'd go live. I was about to watch a little video of Eddie Hearn, you know, talking about Kell, Brook, you know, being a bit disappointed with him for snorting the line, which is it because you lied about her on YouTube, laughing face? What did I lie about? What was the lie? What are you talking about? You've been a bit disrespectful to us reprobates just lately. Yeah, but it's a two-way thing, innit? You lot have been talking a bit of shit about my forehead, my double chin, but it's all good, man. It's all banter, innit? It's all banter juice. Even copying KSI with the family Christmas arguments. He'll be releasing his own prime drink soon. Yeah, you know what? I've got a little update, you know. It's not really about a prime drink, but let me just show you this. So, you know, I've been trying to get a woman on here, yeah. Basically, there's a site where there's OnlyFans women in your local area, and you can find them, yeah. So I found a load of women who live nearby, and this is one of them, yeah. So basically, I messaged a load of women in it, you know, who live nearby, you know, asking them if they can, you know, be on my fucking live streams. And I found this woman here, yeah. I've seen her before, innit, you know, when I used to work in the clubs. She looks alright, don't she, that woman? So I messaged her, yeah, and I said, let me just show you the message. Basically, this is her, innit? She's followed by Billy Joe Sandwiches. She's local. She's on TikTok and all that. She's on OnlyFans. So I dropped her a little message today saying, yeah, I messaged her, yeah, saying, I'm looking for an OnlyFans woman to be on my YouTube live stream in Sheffield for 1 hour for £100. Let me know if interested. And then she said, what would I be doing? Smiley face. Potentially interested. Kiss. And then I said, just answering some questions for my YouTube subscribers, like a Q&A, easy money. Yeah. And then I sent her this photo. You know, like trying to show her the big donations that I've got in the past, you know, from like Hex Toys and people like that. So I think she's on it, you know. She hasn't really seen the message yet, but she'll see it and then she'll be like, yeah. But this is her anyway. She looks decent, don't she? So I need you lot to spam this woman, yeah, and tell her to get on the live. Because it will generate interest. And she'll think, oh, there's a lot of demand. You know, it might boost my OnlyFans subscriptions, you know, if I get on his live and get a bit of exposure. She hasn't really got that many. She hasn't really got many followers. She's only got a few thousand. You know, 130 likes. So we'll try and get her in it. She looks decent. So I've ordered a mic, you know, for her to like put on her, to clip on herself, so she can pick up, so the audio can get picked up. If she's sat here. But yeah, she's done like ring card, you know, she's been a ring card girl, you know, on some Sheffield boxing shows. I think that's her in her little ring card girl outfit. You know, 253 likes, that's not many likes, is it? So I think she'll fucking jump at the chance, you know, to get on here for 100 quid. And she sounded interested, so I'm just waiting for a response. But yeah, it's a nice little move from me, innit? But yeah, let me just get back to this a minute. 1 minute. Someone sent me a super chat, so this guy's always here, man. Yeah, someone's one of you lots commented on a post already saying, get on a Ty and Booth stream. That's what I like to see, you know. Shout out to Josh. Yeah, shout out to Josh. Shout out to Crash Bandicoot again. He's always there with the super chat saying, yes, Ty, and being safe as always. R.I.P. Shippers. Harold Shipman. R.I.P. Fred West. R.I.P. Ty's gay uncle. Yeah, that's... Yeah, man. Progress. Come on, get this fucking woman on the fucking... on the stream. Yeah, get her involved. You know her there. She's alright, man. She looks okay. Nice little blonde chick. Yeah, 260 likes for that photo. So she's not really getting that much attention. So, you know, like, if she gets on here, her OnlyFans will get boosted. Same with my 40-year-old cousin. You know, who's a fucking black 40-year-old single mum. Her OnlyFans probably got boosted, you know, by me giving her a little mention. So, that's like Coogan, innit? Look at that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's get her all in the videos, man. Step it up. I need you lot to spam her, innit? Really fucking spam her. You know, tell her to get involved. See that? She's at a boxing show, ring card girl. See her sucking on that chocolate bar like that, yeah? Yeah, man. Let's do it. But anyway, let me watch this video of Kell Brook getting slagged off by Eddie Hearn.
Obviously, you saw Richardson Hitchens up there. I was loving it. I wanted it to carry on. You know, Baumgartner's in a great fight. The main event's going to be a thriller. Great fights for Ramla Ali, Sky Nicholson. You know, you got Yankee Riviera, you got Harley Medeiros, you got Aaron Apon.
So there's a woman's boxing show in America. This Boxing King Media guy's there. You know, he's getting all the little bits of access, you know, that Coogan used to get before he got banned from America. So Coogan's hating on this Boxing King Media guy. You know, this Boxing King Media, his intention is to go above and beyond Coogan, and I'm kind of rooting for him. You know, because Coogan tried to blackball me, so yeah, man, I want to see this guy really fucking overtake Coogan, man.
Ponte as well. It's a great night of action on Saturday.
It's almost impossible to say, but is this fight more significant for Amanda as opposed to the Katie Taylor fight?
You know what? I looked at Erica Cruz up there. I think she's ice cold, and I'm a bit worried for Amanda Serrano.
Boring. I want to hear about Kell Brook.
With Brook, does it make more sense maybe if Cruz did win to do that with the 3 Arena and then look maybe in September?
Look, I woke up this morning to national news in Ireland. You know, they're talking about it on the mainstream media. And make one thing clear, you know, there's some very clever wording around from their side saying that the rental is only a little bit more expensive than Wembley. It's not the rental, it's the costs required that they require us to implement to stage the fight there. I'm not having a go at them. I'm just saying for what the fighters want to make and what I want to pay them in the fight, it's not possible. So we'll carry on those conversations. There's been a lot of people reaching out today, but it's all irrelevant. That fight's not signed yet. And ultimately, until we see what happens on Saturday night, then we'll look at the future.
Is there still a possibility though that it does go in Brook Park, or are you saying
Just get to Kell Brook,
I think,
man.
look, at this stage, May 20th is Katie Taylor's next fight date. We run out of time. So we've made our moves to go to the 3 Arena, but there has been national uproar, and we'll see what happens over the next few days.
Hey, Eddie, let me ask you. I know Better Be able to ring this past weekend, or last weekend, I should say. Do you think he's still the same exact fighter, or he's 38 now? Do you think he's slowing down a little bit?
No, I think he's the same exact fighter. You know, people say that Better Be is slow. People say that his footwork's not great. I actually disagree. I think he's fast. I think his footwork is unbelievable. I think he's very clever. I think he breaks you down. I just think that Dimitri Bivol beats him.
Eddie Francis and Garner, you spoke yesterday on the MMA Hour. You are now potentially exploring an option, want to speak with his team and maybe bring him on board?
No, I was just saying it for the MMA Hour, to be honest with you. I spoke to Francis and Garner. He's a fine gentleman. Would love to work with him. I told him that, you know, you have to navigate this.
This Francis Ngannou, he's going to get schooled by Tyson. You know, if he gets in there. Joshua's a stiff robot. So he might have a better chance, you know, against Joshua, but against Tyson, he's just moving around. That Francis Ngannou's just flat-footed, in it, so he'll get schooled by Tyson. But, you know, in an MMA fight, he would fuck up Tyson, I think. He'll take him down. You remember James Toney when he got fucked up, and James Toney was a good... We'll watch that fight as well, that James Toney MMA fight, when he got took down straight away and got fucking pummeled by that guy.
Choppy sea of boxing, and we would love to look at an Anthony Joshua fight. He's got the Tyson Fury fight as well. Ultimately, you know, AJ's ambition is to...
You know that woman, yeah, she said, she just sent me a message in it saying, I never even said yes to this. Why am I being sent messages from random lads asking when I'm on it? Like, you should be grateful, you know, for the fucking exposure. But yeah, she'll do it. I think she'll do it. She's kind of she's playing a bit hard to get, but
to become world heavyweight champion.
That's what she's about, innit? Getting that demand. I don't know why she's complaining. She's on OnlyFans. So the fact that she's in demand from you lot, you know, it's a good thing. I don't know why she's fucking complaining, man.
Doesn't involve Francis Ngannou, but if there isn't an opportunity to fight for the world heavyweight title, we would be willing to explore that this summer. It's a mega fight. Obviously, it's a fight that would create huge attention worldwide. But first thing,
I'm going to say to her, yeah, just ignore him. You know what I mean? I'm saying that to you lot. I mean, I'm saying that to her, but really. I'm just going to say, yeah, just ignore her, man. The idiots. You know, to try and get on her little sweet side. I might bump it up to 150, you know, because she's in her feelings now. She's a bit triggered.
Things first for Anthony Joshua, April 1st, O2 Arena, press conference next week.
Away from AJ, do you not maybe look at him as an opponent first things first, like a Derek Chisora or a Dillian White?
I think Francis Ngannou will want to and should want to move into the biggest fight possible. And there's only two of them, Tyson Fury.
I'm going to put, yeah, ignore them. They're simps, yeah? They're desperate. I'm pretending that I'm having a go at you, innit? But I'm really with you, man. Yeah, ignore them. They're desperate. Simps.
Fury and Anthony Joshua, they're the biggest fights out there for him. Maybe Deontay Wilder. Look, Dillian White would take that fight, but I think he's going to look to maximise his position, make as much money as possible, and he wants the biggest fights out there.
Do you struggle with that if, or most people will say when he loses, if he goes straight into a Tyson Fury or an AJ, he's only really got one shot?
No, I think if you lose from there, you come back, you can potentially rebuild, but this...
Just message me again, yeah, saying, yeah, but you've told people I'm going on your live. Ha 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 ha. She'll do it, man. She'll do it.
This is his opportunity, and you know, from speaking to him, I think that's what he wants to do.
What do you think of Francis' skills overall, just his striking ability?
I think at the end of the day, he's not going to be able to compete with the skills of a boxer, but one thing he can do is punch. He's very heavy-handed, so he has to fight a style that he has a chance, you know, like a Fury fight is very awkward for him. He could be messed around, and I don't think that's the right style for him. An AJ fight, a Wilder fight, a Dillian White fight, where people are prepared to trade and can get hit by heavy shots, it makes it more compelling.
As a control.
In my opinion, yes. I've been making history in female boxing for a long time. We're doing it again on Saturday night. We're not here to tick boxes. We're not here just to look good by putting female boxing on. Female boxing is here by its own ability and its own demand. You know, we'll be sold out here on Saturday night. We just sold out the big room for Taylor Serrano. These are great fights, great...
You're just in a photo with your fucking legs open, man. Why are you complaining now? You know what I mean? Sucking on a chocolate bar, you know, doing that. Look at that. That's what you want. Attention, exposure, yeah? I'm giving it you. I'll give you £100. All you have to do is just fucking sit there, and that's it. She'll do it.
And we'll
She'll
be
do it.
investing heavily in women's boxing movement.
Supply and demand.
Saw Frank Warren announce Joyce Zhang today. Obviously, Zhang, somebody you work with. Talk to me about making that fight. How easy or difficult was it at times?
It was, you know, again, a great relationship with George Warren. They wanted to make that fight. Zhang had a situation with us where we had matching rights on his fights moving forward.
Fucking Kell Brook,
Beat somebody in Joe Joyce with a sack.
Back end run, open as is, really hit him up. Joe.
See what I mean? That Boxing King media guy is going to ask about Kell Brook. These guys are asking boring questions, these other channels. Boxing King media is going to fucking nail this interview by bringing up Kell Brook snorting coke. That's why he's going to take over, hopefully. You know, YouTube boxing.
Pergovic, what's the latest with Philly?
He's been asked to have an interim world title fight against Andy Ruiz. We'd like to make that fight. Obviously, Ruiz is looking at the Wilder fight as well. We've spoken to Tom Brown. There's some back and forths. I don't think Andy Ruiz will take the fight against Filip Pergovic, but that's what's been ordered, and we're exploring that.
Sorry.
I spoke to him and he did say to me that he's meeting with Al Heyman today. Do you fancy your chances to land that one?
Back down to 47, or you think it's just...
Stuff like that. It's just going to him in the way that, because he feels undisputed opportunity for down to 160.
Ken was himself and
more opportunity.
Here we go.
And can I get your views on Kell Brook, who's come out today and admitted, obviously, the video of him taking cocaine was himself, and he apologised to his family and friends. Just your views and opinions on that, and what we can do as a support to help fighters post-boxing.
Yeah, you know, I don't really want, talk about fighters' personal life, but Kell Brook is a fighter that, you know, walks away from the sport and has a big hole in his life when you leave boxing or you leave something that you love. And boxing has been Kell Brook's life for years and years and years. And you see that when that buzz leaves you, you know, you can put yourself in a difficult place mentally. Kell Brook is someone we have a huge history with. One thing I'll tell you about Kell Brook is he's a good person with a huge heart, and we should all support him, and his family should and will support him, of course. Boxing should support him, and, you know, I'm sure that he'll be back on the horse, and, you know, like I said, he's a good man. and he's always had a pure heart. He loves the sport, and listen, maybe you'll see him return to the sport, but most of all, we hope he's happy.
Canelo's always been a great fighter. Like in 15.
So yeah, Kell Brook, he put out a little apology, didn't he? Let's have a look at Kell's message. His little apology, you know, his little... Oh, what the fuck you doing, man? Has this fucking woman blocked me or something? I think she's blocked me, you know. I think she's in her fucking feelings, man. She's triggered. Fucking idiot. So this is what Kell Brook said anyway. I messed up. I hold my hands up and want to apologise to my family, gym, friends and fans. It's no secret that I struggle with mental health and I'm finding retirement hard. I'm actively seeking the help I need to get me on the right path. And again, apologise for the hurt and disappointment I've caused. It's just a bit of coke, man. It's not a big fucking deal, man. You know, when I used to work in a club, yeah, there was loads of people snorting coke in the toilets. You know, men and women. You know, I fucking used to find coke all over the place. There was a big drug box. You know, in the manager's office, you know, where like all the security put all the drugs. And it was just full of drugs, man. It's not a big deal, man. But, you know, Kell saying I messed up. I hold my hands up and want to apologise to my family, gym, friends and fans. It's no secret that I struggle with mental health. It's not a big deal, man. I think he's exaggerating, man.
This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting, proudly sponsored by Empire Fight Store. I'm joined by Leonard the Plug today in Las Vegas.
You said my name right.
Right. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh my, I'm sorry.
No, it's like everyone's like, oh my God, I'm your biggest fan, Lena. And I'm like...
No, that's funny you mentioned that, because the people who came here today, they were like, oh, that's Lena the Plug. And I was like, no, it's Lena. Like, no, it's Lena. I mean, that's supposed to know her being doing an intro.
I will not forget you because you got it correct. Thank you so much.
Thank you. What are you doing here then, Lena? Lena. Lena the Plug. What are you doing here today, Lena?
I'm here today meeting my lovely fans, but mostly representing Plug Talk. We've been interviewing a lot of adult creators. We've been interviewing a lot of fans. I've been seeing a lot of couples come to AVN together. That's very interesting to me, so I love talking to them about that. Yeah.
I was just talking to Adam, and this is kind of a new thing of doing Plug Talk, and I was asking him, is it hard at this stage in your both two careers to find new ideas to kind of generate the new businesses to come?
Honestly, I'm gonna give him all the credit. He's like the brains behind a lot of the operation. He's very annoyingly creative to the point where I'm like trying to fall asleep and he's like, I have an idea, and I'm like, not right
She's talking about Adam 22, no jumper, yeah. He's like
now, okay.
He's a YouTuber. He's got a good YouTube channel. You know, he interviews all these kind of women, you know, rappers and this and that, and he was in pornos as well. So that's the kind of field I want to go into.
Hey, I'm trying to fall asleep. So far, I don't think he's out of ideas. I help make sure they happen, but he's like, this is an idea, let's do this. So
Is Adam one of those people that kind of fall asleep, but they wake up, they've got a new idea, they're kind of always trying to progress the business, and they're always working?
yeah, he's kind of one of those people who you would assume they were on Adderall if you didn't know them, because he's just so high energy and so enthusiastic about life. He's just like, let's go, you know?
Okay, that's good though. As a husband, I guess you want that. But I'm going to ask, what's it like being a mum now? Tiring.
It's tiring. It's amazing. It's incredibly rewarding. And being a mom and doing this is like challenging because I'm here and I'm doing something so different than what is normal in my life. Like 99% of my life is me wearing sweatpants, no makeup on, just like on the floor playing with crayons. And then now I'm here. I'm like this fantasy woman, have makeup, you know, it's just like very different roles and you have to balance between the two. Yeah.
Is it hard? I was asking Adam, my last question.
So you're a single mom, you've got a kid, and you're in the pornos. That's not a fucking... That's not something to be proud of, is it? That kid's gonna get bullied, you know, in school. You know, having a fucking porn star mum. Kids are gonna be passing around images, you know, of her kid's fucking mum's pussy. That's what I mean. These women, they don't think. They just think, oh, easy money, OnlyFans. What? It'll backfire, man. The kids will get fucking bullied in school, man. That's why you can't have kids with a woman who's in a fucking porno. You know, like certain people in boxing.
To him was about time management. I was like, is it really hard to balance the time? For yourself and being a mum, caring for the baby, and doing all of this, how do you manage your time?
So I used to be one of those people who was like, I have to do all of it myself. And in the last year, I've hired an assistant. She's over there. She's amazing. And now I don't know what I would do without her, because there's like, I have so many things to think about, like beyond the business. It's just like, what preschool are we going to enroll in, and doing all the research. Like now my job is way bigger. So hiring out help has been like really, really helpful for me. Yeah.
Okay. That's quite interesting then. I guess that's really nice of the assistant. they can do a few other things, but I won't take too much of time here. But what do you got coming up for yourself, you and Adam? What do you got on the radar the next few months?
Honestly, we like kind of rushed with Plug Talk to just get it out there, and we've done 1 year of that, and now I think we just want to make the brand bigger and better and really put more time and energy into the whole of it. So I'm really looking forward to doing that and flushing it all out.
How do you go about making it bigger and better? Do you just do more and more work? Like, what's the strategy behind it?
I mean, I think it's like how can our content look better appearance-wise? Like, what kind of creative direction should we be doing? Like, how should we be styling things differently? Like, different talking points. Like, just making the content actually look better and actually be better, and then just finding different promotional tools and things like that. Yeah, the boring stuff, you know.
Okay, fair enough. Well, Lena, I appreciate your time today. I'll see you next year. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
This is.
This guy's killing it, you know. This guy's called Fred, innit? I've been on his channel a few times. Fred Talks Fighting. This guy's doing well, man. He's branching out, you know, into the porn world. He's involved in like YouTube boxing, you know, misfits and all that. So he's kind of found his niche. I had more subscribers than him, you know, about 6 months ago. He only had about 20,000 subscribers. Now he's got about 70,000. So he's, you know, he's outdone me. He used to like, you know, ask me for an interview. But he's kind of gone beyond me now, so he's kind of probably thought, fuck this guy. Because I used to like, I've been on his channel, but like a lot of the times when he asked me after that, I didn't really bother. So it's like now I'm trying to crawl back to him, you know, for fucking a bit of exposure and to, yeah man, get amongst that scene there, you know that. Yeah. Yes, Fred Talks Fighting. Right, let me scroll back through these fucking comments, man. I think that woman's blocked me, you know. She got fucking triggered, man. Yes, Matthew. Thanks for the super chat again, yeah? £5. Will you provide her with her own piss bottle? Listen, if she starts fucking acting daft and turns down easy money, you know what I mean? I got to expose you. These messages that she's been getting from you lot, she's hardly getting any likes on her photos. She hasn't really got that many followers, so I gave her a boost, and now she's like blocking me. But I've got a feeling that she'll unblock me, you know, if she gets more and more messages from you lot. But fuck her anyway. There's a lot of women on that website, you know, who live around here, who I can ask. Matthew's coming with the super chats, man. Matthew, £5. Will you provide? Oh, I've already read that. Yes, AJ, £2. Do you like Gordon Ramsay? Are you a good cook? You know Andrew Tate, yeah, he says like cooking's for losers, man. You know, if you spend a lot of time in the fucking kitchen, you know, preparing meals for hours and hours, seasoning, and you know, you're not spending time making money. You know, just order some food in it and then focus on like your business, you know, making money. If you're making money from like food, cooking, if you've got a cooking channel, I watched this Jamaican man, you know, his YouTube channel, and he's like showing us how to like make nice Jamaican food. and he's cashing in on it. But if you're just standing in the kitchen cooking for hours and you're broke, have you watched virtual reality prawn before? I can't say it, innit? Because it's on YouTube. He's basically saying, you know, fucking, have you watched virtual reality virtual reality prawns? No, I'm not into it. I'm not into all that virtual reality shit, man. You know what I mean? Real, what's that saying? Fact is better than fiction. So you better fucking bang in a real woman in the real world, man, instead of putting on a headset and pretending. Ty, can you do a review of your stand-up comedy yet? I'm going to confront my demons, man. I confronted them a little bit by watching my fight with you, man. So we'll watch some stand-up. And you know, when I watched it yesterday, I got a few laughs, you know. You know, from women in the crowd. So we'll have a look. We'll have a quick look at this, which is the quickest. I'm a bit ugly, you know. You know when you think you're good looking, but you're not. You see yourself on camera and you think, we're fucking ugly. Fucking horrible, man. So that's how I lost my job anyway. So I spent about 4 days walking around the streets crying my eyes out. And a woman seen me crying and she took pity on me. And she agreed to sex with me. Sexual intercourse. To help me feel better about losing my job. So we had sex in a field nearby. And a field was quite a good place to have sex with this woman because she looked a little bit like an animal. Yeah, that laughter. I got a bit of laughter there, you know, from the crowd. I think they approved of my little joke, but it was a true story as well. That's not sexist, it's a biological fact. So, yeah. But when we was in the field, just before we was about to have sex, I strategically decided to have sex with her right next to a big pile of cow shit. And the reason why I decided to have sex with her right next to a big pile of cow shit was because I thought to myself, if I can't give her an orgasm and she starts moaning, I can say, what, you probably just put off by this shit. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with me. If you've got a problem, take it up with this shit. Leave me out of it. But I didn't really enjoy myself in the field with this woman because I'm not really a fan of bestiality and, well, I'm shitophobic as well, so... Yeah, that's enough of this. No, that'll do, man. Wrap it up, man. It's fucking no good, man. It's getting a bit cringe out here. A fucking woman blocked me, you know. Someone says cringe, yes. I know. They're laughing to be polite, someone says, but... That's not true, is it? They don't know me. Why would they be bothered if I'm upset or not? They don't give a fuck. Review KSI this morning. I think it might be copyrighted, but we'll have a go. Should I have a little listen to KSI with his fake laughter, yeah? Philip Schofield, a bit zesty, innit? Yeah, we'll have a look, man.
Well, KSI joins us now, and it's lovely to have you here today.
Yeah,
congratulations on everything, basically. But this documentary, 2 years in the making, and yes, in one way, it's a success story, but actually, it's a lot more than that, because you really do show a very vulnerable side of you.
Yeah, I really open up in this doc, and it's crazy because I didn't expect to.
Did you not?
I was just there like, oh, I'm just getting paid for them to just film me, do what I do naturally, normally. And then Wes, who was behind the camera filming me the whole time, started asking me more and more questions, and it just got deeper and deeper, and then became really like therapeutic.
I suppose it's important for you, and it was important for you, that you show a human side. It's very easy to separate
A bit zesty, this guy, isn't he?
the media mogul, the person who has multi-million fans, and actually go, hold on a second, there is, as you say, a work in progress behind all this.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really know what to expect from the doc, so it's kind of, I guess it's cool that it humanized me and it showed that I am human, and essentially, like, even with everything that's going on, like, it's just, I'm just me, that's just how I am, and like, I think people started to realize and go, oh wow, you know what, we see him on YouTube do all these crazy things, but when he's just himself behind the camera, when, you know, everything's turned off, he is just a normal human being.
Yeah, it's an act, it's fake, man. I've seen him at press conferences, you know, when he's just talking, and he's not like, you know, in his videos when he's just laughing and all that, he puts it on, man.
You forgot that. I mean, you forgot your human side. Like, to be fair, you were so focused on the success and this sort of drive you have and this career and getting where you want to go.
She's about 50. She looks all right, don't she? You know, Carol Vorderman, these women grow old with dignity, don't they? She ain't got lip fillers, fucking... I don't think she got Botox. I think that's her nose. Because there's a bit of a dent in her nose, you know what I mean? So she hasn't really opted for a nose job and stuff like that. Yeah, she looks all right, man. Holly Willoughby.
Oh, you sort of let your well-being slip and slide a little.
Well, it's so easy to, you know, let it slip, especially on social media, because you can get so like focused on the numbers and focus on like just trying to be the person at the top, where to the point where you just forget about your whole mental health and everything. And you're just there like, I need to be getting as many views as possible, I need to get as many likes as possible.
Mental health. People are trying to jump on that, aren't they? Kell Brook kind of did it, didn't he? Mental health, you know, if you do something stupid, you just say, oh, my mental health, you know, and it kind of, it's like an excuse, isn't it? It's just like trying to hide behind, you know, that whole mental health thing. It's like, oh, I fucking raped a woman, but I've got bipolar. You know, it's not my fault. Oh, I fucking murdered somebody, but I've got ADHD. It's, I don't know, it's like a cop-out, innit? Just accept your fuck-ups, man. Kell Brook, it's just a bit of coke, man. It's not a big deal.
So, I definitely lost my way, and I feel like, you know, that therapy helped me tremendously and made me understand what's really important to me, what my values and my purpose in life is.
Good for you.
So, that kid, was it 2009 when you sort of start the whole...
Yeah, around then. It varies sometimes.
So what was the idea before all of this? Because you got a strict family.
Yeah.
And so how did it happen? What were you wanting to achieve?
So
you know Coogan, you know, after this KSI's last fight, Coogan was like fucking saying to him, oh, you know, when he was trying to celebrate and have a good time, Coogan was like, oh, there's a kid who's got cancer, you know, and he's fucking dying, and, you know, I just wonder if you could give him a little hello message, you know what I mean? And KSI was like, yeah, you know, you could tell KSI felt a bit uncomfortable. Coogan kind of ruined his moment, you know, by bringing up a kid who's dying of cancer and that. And KSI was a bit awkward, man. He was like, oh, fuck, you know, I'm trying to enjoy myself, you know what I mean? I'm trying to have a good time here. And Coogan's trying to fucking, you know, lower the tone, lower the mood. And it was just a bit awkward, man. I don't know. It was just a bit...
At the time, you know, there was no money on YouTube. There was no way to make money. It was just like this community of people who were putting out content online. And the community that I loved the most was the gaming community. I loved like posting clips of me playing FIFA. And back then it was like FIFA 07, so I'd just be doing skills and adding like montage music behind it, whether it be like Linkin Park or Red or all these other bands, you know, putting into the background of the music just to make it really like pop out. And then, yeah, I would send it to friends.
Why is that woman blocking me though? Like, it's so stupid, innit? You get your posse out for fucking strangers to fucking wank over. And you're getting all triggered because I said, oh, you're coming on the live. You know what I mean? She's like, I didn't agree to it. Oh, why are all these fucking people messaging me? I didn't say I'm going to go on your live. Oh, block. You fucking get your pussy out. Why are you trying to act like you're some big time fucking diva? You know what I mean? Stupid women, man.
On Twitter and everyone would be like, oh, check out my video, check out my video. And we'll just be like going back and forth. And it was cool because, you know, as an introverted kid, I didn't really have many people to talk to outside of the house. Like, I kind of kept to myself. And even in school, I was in the nerdy group. As in, like, there's a house called Adders, which, I mean, it's funny that I'm saying this online, but I'm saying this here, but Adders was definitely, like, the place where everyone who was just super nerdy and, like, seen as losers were there. So there was even one point where someone actually wanted to change house because they were like, I won't say his name, but the guy was like looking around like, I can't be here. So he actually requested to the school, can I move to a different...
Hold on a sec. Let me make sure this hasn't been done for copyright. Hold on a sec. Hold on a minute. No, not yet. I think it's because I'm talking, you know, in between, you know, watching the video. I don't know. It might be safe from copyright, but...
different house, so he moved.
But listen, there was money to be made, and it obviously started gathering traction. It started to do very well. I think it was your sixth form teacher when you said, I'm making...
So eventually, obviously, with advertisers started hopping in, being like, oh, there's a lot of views here. So they started pumping money into it, and it got to a point where I was actually starting to make money. You know, I remember I made like $100 was the first amount that I made, and I was so gassed. I bought like an Armani suit, the same one from that Giggs was wearing in Game Over with Tinsha Strider. But anyway, it got to a point where I talked to my teacher being like, you know, I'm making this amount. And he was like, how much is it? And I was like, 1,500 a month. And he was like, that's more than me. And I was like, raw. And at that point, I was like, all right, I'm out.
See ya.
Yeah. I don't need to be here anymore.
So at what point then? Because I read the reaction from your folks this morning, because I remember when I said, and I was probably about the same age at the time, said to my folks I want to get into television or radio, and my dad said, and they were always massively supportive after that, my dad said, well, that's fine for a hobby. Yeah. And so, and thankfully it proved not to be just a hobby.
Same with me though, like my teacher said I would never amount to anything, and look at me now, you know what I mean? Sitting here getting these little super chats to watch videos of KSI.
For you, proving to them that this is a worthwhile profession, it was not the profession they had in mind for you.
Well, they wanted me, you know, as traditional African parents, they wanted me to be a lawyer, doctor, engineer, all of that. And I had no interest in that. First of all, I just wasn't smart enough. That was just a lot for me to do, and you know, I couldn't go into sports because I was just terrible.
Not bad at boxing though.
I mean, I wish I knew that back then. But yeah, I was just terrible at all of that. So, you know, I told my parents I want to be a YouTuber, and they laughed. They were just like, "Oh, we worked, you know, so hard."
Same with me. I used to get picked last, you know, for the football team, you know, and like it was a bit degrading, man, because I used to love football, innit? I wanted to be a footballer, but I always got picked last. and it had an effect on me, man. So I just thought I need to succeed in life, and like that's what drove me, you know, to do well, and that's why I'm here now, man, doing well. My little poxy 26,000 subscribers.
To
man.
get you into private school, to get you, you know, we're in debt, so much debt, just to get you into that best position possible. And you want to just throw it away to be a YouTuber. And I was like, yes.
How long was it before you paid them back? Because you actually did
Yeah.
pay
So
off their
I
mortgage.
got rid of all the debt, got rid of everything.
Yeah. KSI's mum and dad, they're quite fortunate, you know, because they got him. He's a multi-millionaire, you know, his little drink Prime. You know, the UFC, they've just took that on, haven't they? Yeah, Arsenal Football Club have took on Prime, you know, it's selling for hundreds of pounds, you know, that bottle of Prime in Wakefield. So he's done well, you know, having two sons like that. You know, KSI's mum and dad, they got KSI, they got Dead G. You know, Dead G just boxed Mayweather, then they got a big payday, and he's doing well on YouTube as well with like 10 million subscribers. So yeah, you know, his mum and dad, they must be proud of him and his brother Dead G. But you know, my mum, she's a bit disappointed with me and my brother, but
yeah, that's just over the moon.
So listen, the success continues. Obviously, there's the boxing. I came to see you the other night with my son, and you were amazing. Well done. Congratulations, you won. But also, there's the music. I mean, it's non-stop. You've just released your new single, Voices, with Oliver Tree. Let's just have a little look at that.
Can't stop dreaming about you. Wanna close my eyes and watch us drift away. Yeah. I let go every time I hear those voices in my head. My head. I run home every time I get those voices in my head. My head.
have you heard this song before?
Do you say that this song sort of marks a bit of a new...
That song is it's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit, basically KSI is with this little woman, yeah, and she leaves him in it to get with someone else, and KSI is like crying, you know, in the music video when he sees the same woman like with another man, you know, on the internet, on Instagram, and like, he's in his feelings and he's crying and all that. But it's not realistic, man. KSI, real talk, he's like a high value man, you know, the kind of money he's got. So he's like the A side to most women. So all this simp behavior in that music video, crying over a fucking woman, it's not real life, man. It's not realistic. Women are trying to get to him. They're trying to fucking slide into his DMs, you know, because he's a little celebrity and he's got that money. Prime, YouTube. He's got a vodka drink out. He's got a little restaurant called Sides. He's making loads of money with a sideman. So that fucking woman that I just messaged to try and get on the stream, like, you know, if I was KSI, she wouldn't have fucking blocked me like that. She wouldn't have blocked me at all.
New chapter for you. In what way?
Well, it was actually, I made it during the time where I broke up with my girlfriend. During the time where I was just kind of confused and I didn't really understand like what I wanted in life. So I was trying to decide whether I wanted to be this boss alpha male figure that just, you know,
Andrew Tate
does what he wants, or if I want to be my true self, as in, you know, introverted, quiet, etc. So I was just caught in two minds with that, and then that's, you know, a song that made me do it. Yeah.
So there's
yeah. That's enough. That's enough, man. He was simping over a woman, you know, in those videos, in that little music video, but it's not realistic, man. It's not realistic. KSI lost about £3 million or dollars in crypto, and he was just like laughing about it. Yeah, the kind of money he's getting, he can afford to laugh at a little L like that. You know, $3 million. You need to drink. This is dead. And you keep ignoring super chats from loyal followers. Bit of a piss take. Alright, let me just scroll back. Right. The best older woman is Sandra Bollocks. Yeah. Yeah, I remember her. She's alright. Yes, Brown Jack, quarterback. Thanks for the £1.79, yeah. Can you shout me out? Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, man. Shout out to Brown Jack, quarterback. Yeah, you happy? You happy with that little shout out, yeah? Looney Bin, give me £2. Tyne, how many COVID in... Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have said that. You're not allowed to say COVID on fucking YouTube, man. Setting me up. Tommy Fury batters... I hope Tommy Fury batters Jake Paul. Then smashes KSI. Takes the bag now. I hope Tommy Fury gets laid out, man. I don't like him for some reason. I don't know why. I just haven't really talked to Tommy Fury, you know what I mean? And he's like body language, you know, when you see him, it's like he don't really want to fight. It's like peer pressure from his dad, John Fury. You know what I mean? Who probably talks about poking somebody's eye out and blinding them. You know, and Tyson Fury is quite a good boxer, isn't he? So that little Tommy Fury, you know, it's peer pressure. You can tell he don't want to fight, man. Even when he's getting interviewed, he's like, yeah, I'm going to knock out Jake Paul. It's a facade, man. It's not real life. Jarrell Miller versus Lucas Brown. Who wins? I don't care, man. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. They're both drugged up, aren't they? They're both... Someone says review a tampon advert. Shall I? What for? What's the point, man? Did you know that a tampon was made by a man? You know these stupid women who say they don't need a man. Men fucking created tampons. I was thinking about this today. I was thinking about all the things that, you know, men created. Who created tampons? Earl Haas. Yeah, a man. Earl Haas invented the menstrual tampon, most commonly used in the 21st century. Later, produced the first commercial tampon brand, Tampax, using Haas's patented design. You see what I mean? You know, these fucking women who say they don't need a man. You need a man every single step of your life, man. Yeah? You know, mechanics, you know, fix cars. They're always men, aren't they? So it's like... These women are acting a bit ungrateful, man. You know, when they say they don't need a man and women run the world and all this silly shit, it's fucking stupid, man. Have you ever sniffed coke with Kell? No. We've done a few things together, me and Kell. No homo, but you know, coke, it's not one of them, man. But yeah, I'd do it if he was on it. You're getting sidetracked when you have ignored earlier super chats with decent questions. Send me a super chat again, yeah, just like 50 pence, and I'll read it. It's because I was watching KSI, you know, on This Morning, and I was watching another video, Fred Talks Fighting, interviewing a woman. I was showing you that fucking woman that I tried to get on the live, who's triggered and has blocked me. Fuck her, man. Fuck her. Who invented breast implants? That's a good question as well. That's a very good question. Let me expose these stupid women who talk about they don't need a man. I'm not saying you need breast implants, but let's have a look at this. Right, hold on a sec. The first breast implants, 1961. American plastic surgeons Thomas and Frank created them. So it says it all, don't it? How long's it been? 55 minutes already, 56 minutes. Fight Gerald McLennan on Misfits. That's from Mark. Yeah, I'll fuck him up. You know, back in his day, though, he would have fucked me up as well, though, to be honest. He would have done me in. He would have blinded me. He was a good fighter, but he just went over the top, didn't he, with the dogs and that, sellotaping their mouths closed and putting them in a cage with pit bulls. It's a bit out of order, isn't it? Someone says, who introduced the first nail polish? Let me have a quick look at that. Let's see which man created that. They don't need a man. Let's have a look at that. Right, I need to sort this out, man. Wait a minute. Move that shit over there a bit. See that? Nail polish originated in China and dates back to 3000 during the fucking blah blah, the royal house, da 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 da. What's the name of the person who invented nail polish? So what is the history of nail polish? Northern Warren was a chemist who worked for Blood. Yeah, you know, it was a man. I ain't got time to read all that shit, man, but he's probably a man, ain't it? I don't want to sound sexist, innit? It's just when people are arrogant and you start saying, oh, I don't need a man. And you fucking do, man. Just stop saying it. McLennan was a dangerous man, mini Mike Tyson. You know what? A lot of boxers throughout history have been given that little silly title, mini Mike Tyson. Jeff Lacey, who got fucked up by Kawasaki, he was like called a mini Mike Tyson. And Kawasaki just smacked him up. And that was the end of him. Have you got any mates, Ty? Mates. Yeah, man, I'm going to a party tomorrow, you know, Friday night. I'm going to a nice little party, you know, in Nottingham. So, yeah, I'm going to a party on Friday night in Nottingham. You know, with my old mates, you know, that I grew up around. And I'm going to another one on Saturday as well, you know, with another bunch of mates. You don't want to fucking hear that I've got mates, do you? Yeah, I've got mates, man. Power to our good brother Ty for speaking truths, yeah. It's like we're mates, aren't we? It's like we're all little mates, little fake mates. Yeah, I've had a good time today. 59 minutes. I think that's long enough, man. Quick live, quick hello, quick review of a few videos, quick little look at these super chats, comments. What's your day job? This is my job, you know. This is a nice income. So I'd recommend, you know, you people who are struggling financially to just get on this. Play games. I need to order a PS5 and start gaming. You know, that undisputed boxing game. That's getting a bit of hype in it, so I might have to jump on that, you know, play a few little games on there. Have a few little boxing matches. Show us your ring piece time before you go, mate. Sick. You know what? I don't want to get disgusting. I don't want to get too vile, man. But you know, before this live, yeah, I went to the toilet, innit? Got my little yellow rubber glove out, and I just started really fucking. Not watching another live if they're all like. They're all like this, but you're still here all the time fucking watching, man. So just stop the fucking bullshit. I'll put me in time out for a bit. Someone says too much information, yeah, but it's true, like, you gotta clean your arse properly, man. Using a bit of tissue is not good enough. When I put my little rubber glove on and I was like, sat on the side of my bath, you know, with the tap water running in the bath, put my hand under the tap with the rubber glove on. I was like scraping, you know, my arse crack. And you know, all the fucking remnants. I know I don't want to get disgusting, man, but it's just real life, innit? You know, all the remnants that are stuck in your arse crack. You're not getting rid of them, you know, by using a bit of tissue. So you need to really get in there with a fucking rubber glove, man. Did the yellow glove come out brown? Nah, because I kept putting it under the tap after every wipe. After every scrape, I fucking put it under the tap, you know, to rinse it, but... Toilet should be fitted with bum guns. Washing before wiping is standard practice in Asia. I know. Yeah, man. Do you identify as bisexual now? Heterosexual? You know, women who like say that they're bi, they just say that for attention. You know what I mean? They want to try and sound like they're edgy. You know, they say it to try and turn men on. Like, oh, I like women as well. Oh, I like women, you know, because us men like lesbians. That's the kind of go-to category, innit? You know, on porn. So these desperate fucking attention-seeking women, they pretend that they're bi, you know, to get attention from men. It's not true, man. Do you identify as a waste man? Nah, not anymore. I did for a few years. I did, admittedly, after boxing. You know, Kell Brook snorting coke, saying in interviews that he felt dead, you know, when his boxing career ended. That's what I felt like, but I didn't have the money that Kell had, or has got. So imagine how I felt. At least he won a world title. At least he made millions. I didn't make fucking shit out of boxing. The most I got was like $3,000. Show us your yellow gloves. Do you really want me to go to the bathroom and fucking get my little rubber glove off the side of the bath just to show you? But yeah, I just had enough of being a bum, I'm going to be honest. But I think that's the first step, you know, in overcoming your bumness. Just like looking yourself in the mirror and just saying you're a bum. How can I overcome being a bum and a fucking loser? How do I step up like Andrew Tate? You know what I mean? Join a gym. You know, since I've started working out in the gym, in this JD Sports gym, I felt so much better, man. I feel so much better. And I drink about 3 litres of water as well. And like your brain is like liquid around your brain, yeah. So, you know, if you're dehydrated, your brain's going to be a bit fucked up, man. That's why Emmanuel Stewart turning the heating up in his gym, like Dave Caldwell. His fighters were sparring, you know, and their brains were rattling, like Gerald McLennan and James Toney. James Toney's fucked up as well. So you need like fluid around your brain. So go to the gym, train, have a good sweat out all the bullshit, and then just drink loads of water, you know, to rehydrate. JD Sports Gym, gone downhill from the Ingle Gym. No, not really, not really. I like the gym, man. I like the JD Sports Gym because I can just do my own thing, you know. I don't. Have you ever heard of a boxer called Willie Hutchinson? He's like a talented young boxer who used to train at the Ingle Gym. So when I went there one time, just for a little workout, he said, "Are you sparring, yeah? Do you want to spar? Do you want to spar?" And I kind of like pussed it out, innit? You know, because I knew I wasn't really in shape to be sparring. But with this JD Sports Gym, I can just go there, hit the bags, you know, have a good workout, come home, eat. I don't have to worry about my weight. I can just fucking drink and do these lives. If I was still boxing, I'd be in bed by now. So I feel less pressure. You know, at this stage of my life, there's loads of women there as well, and that gives you that fucking push, don't it? Do you believe in aliens, Ty? It's a good question, but it's a stupid question as well, because it's like, there's millions of other planets, so why would there only be life on one planet? Do you know what I mean? It's a bit arrogant of humans, isn't it? I was thinking about this the other day in bed. Humans are a bit fucking egotistical. How we seem to think that there's only life on one planet out of all the other millions of other planets out there. It's a bit dumb, isn't it? It's a bit stupid. And we talk about the afterlife. You know, we act like we're the chosen ones, you know, from God, but we're just arrogant, man. We think when we die, we go to heaven or hell, like, you know what I mean? So what about other animals? There's like billions of other species out there. Why would we be the only ones, you know, to like go to heaven or hell? But you know, if I started saying like ants or cockroaches go to heaven or hell when they die, you know, humans look at you like you're fucking stupid, man. But why though? They're like organisms as well, aren't they? Ants, cockroaches. We're not the only fucking ones in the whole universe, you know. Just arrogant, innit? It's just dumb. Joshua's ego was out of control after losing to Usyk. Nah, I'd say the opposite. I'd say his ego was fucking rock bottom. Joshua's lost his pride, his dignity, his hope of being like Lennox Lewis. You know, he's not even the second best heavyweight in the world, is he? He might not even be third. I think that Jermaine Franklin will beat him. He was technically brilliant, you know, against Dillian White. So hopefully Joshua gets beat by him as well and just fucks off, man. Do you believe in ghost time? I don't know. Not sure, you know. You know them Ouija boards? I was always told by my mom, you know, to stay away from them. You know, because my mom's a Christian. She's like a Bible basher. So when I was a kid, she always told me to stay away from them. Even though my little mates were like doing them. I deliberately avoided doing those. You know, those are Ouija boards where you contact spirits. But yeah. Are you a flat earther? Do you know what? I'm not really bothered, you know. The last time I went to my family, It was basically my granddad's 80th birthday, you know, my mum's dad. So they threw a little party for him, a little family get together. And I walked in, yeah, and they were talking about if the earth's flat or not. And I was just sat there quiet, innit? I didn't say anything. So then one of my family members said to me, do you think the earth's flat or not? And I said, I don't give a fuck, man. You lot are all broke. You ain't got anything. You ain't got any assets. You ain't got any property, any land, any gold, any crypto, any stocks and shares. You ain't got a business. You ain't got shit. So why are you sitting around talking about if the earth's flat or round? Like, what does it matter? So it's like, that's kind of where I'm at now. It's like, I don't care, man. I just want to get the bag, you know, and just invest in property. Like my old boxing manager, who's got about 15 to 20 houses, you know, that he rents out to people and gets like passive income. Same with Kid Gallard, he's got about 6 houses. He got £600,000 for fighting Josh Warrington. You know, and he's fucking... He used to sleep in the gym, Barry. You know, he's shown that dedication. He wanted to become world champ. You know, when Barry won the European title, I said to him, are you happy, yeah? Are you proud? Are you proud of your achievement? Winning a European title, that's a good level. And Barry was like, nah, it's fucking nothing, man. I want the world title, man. The European title's nothing. You know, he had that hunger, Barry, so he kind of shown a lot of discipline and consistency. And now he's got like 6, 7 houses. Any bum can win a European title. So let's have a little look at my little European title fight against Proxer. You know where I fucked that fight up as well, like the Eubank fight. I'll just show that. Look at that. Yeah, that's the video I shown yesterday, innit? I did a review of that. I had to end it, man. It was just too much, man. That fringe. Look at that.
That's all right,
yeah, Nando's.
Oh, Nando's. Yeah, I love Nando's.
You're trying to be like JLS.
Muslim though, aren't you?
No, I'm not a Muslim. But the thing is, like, why would I just... That's when I was at university as well, and I was around a lot of white middle-class people. So it's like I straightened my hair, you know, to try and fit in. It's a bit of a sellout move, innit? But I've gone back to my roots. Again, I might not get anything out of it. Why would I do that? You know what I mean? And at the end of the meal, she says, right, I'm going home to my boyfriend now. Thanks for the food, bye. And I'm £40 down. You know, since I've started training, my dick's getting bigger, you know. Remember when I told you that my dick was like 5 inches? And I was a bit ashamed. It's growing. You know, because I've started working out and drinking water and shit like that. You know, sweating out all this alcohol. Why would you do that?
Why would I do that?
He's got a girlfriend.
I don't know.
He?
It's just like it's hard. It's hard, isn't it? They were fucking hell, mate. You're black. You get out, pussy. I don't get no pussy.
Yeah, but what it is also like some women. I've had an argument with women before, and they say, "Well, it's old-fashioned tradition." You know, when you think you're attractive and you're not. Men should pay. So then I say, all right, then if you want to go back to old-fashioned traditions, I'll pay for your Nando's, but after, you better get back to my flat and wash my dishes.
Yeah.
And clean the scum off my toilet seat. You know what I mean? But then they start to say, in fact, no. But then I say, what do you mean no? Do you want old-fashioned traditions or not? No, you don't. Okay, we'll pay for your own Nando's.
That's it. Get a job. Get a job and pay.
Yeah, it's just sexist.
Let me ask you.
I'll pay for your Nando's, but after.
They were fucking hell, mate. You're black. You get out, pussy. I don't get no pussy.
Yeah, but what it is also like some women. I've had an argument with women before, and they say, well, it's old-fashioned traditions that men should pay. So then I say, all right, then if you want to go back to old-fashioned traditions, I'll pay for your Nando's, but after, you better get back to my flat and wash my dishes.
Yeah.
And clean the scum off my toilet seat. You know what I mean? But then they start to say, In fact, no. But then I say, what do you mean no? Do you want old-fashioned traditions or not? See what I mean? I'm the original Andrew Tate, yeah? Top G. I was saying this a long time before Andrew Tate came on the scene, man. You understand? I ain't trying to copy him at all. My brother, he tried to like insult me. You know, my brother, yeah, he tries, every week he's got a great idea, you know, to make money. You know, but he never fucking follows up with it at all. And he tried to like ask me for a little investment, yeah. He tried to ask me for a bit of cash, my brother. And I was like, nah, you're not getting anything, man. And he tried to say, oh, you're a little fake Andrew Tate. You know, you're a fake Andrew Tate wannabe. You know what I mean? You got all these fucking idiots giving you money, you know, on your YouTube live streams. So he's fucking jealous, isn't he, my brother? You know, like Nassim Hamed's brother, just fucking hating on his own brother, Nas. That's what I mean, man. Family are scum as well, man. That's why I'm not really bothered. I don't really mingle with family like that anymore. Would you do an interview with Kruger on IFL if he asked? That's a good question, you know. I'm kind of rooting for Boxing King Media. Yeah, you know, to overtake Kruger. But yeah, you know me watching that video of me with a fringe. I've kind of like confronted my demons, man. Because I couldn't watch this video for years and years and years. You know, because of that fringe. But that's what you have to do. You have to confront your fears, man. You have to confront your fears and fucking keep it moving, man. Move on. So yeah, I feel better. Yo, this is where I got to fucking stop. Let me play the last round of this. Billy Joe sandwiches. See that? Look at this fucking mug. Man says Ty and Booth is an absolute clown. I smacked you up, man. Take the L, you fuck. He's like Eubank in here trying to...
This is Jonathan Agger here for Pro Boxing Fans. We're in Manchester today ahead of the M22 promotion show on Sunday night. With me, Marcus Morrison, middleweight. How you doing, Marcus?
I'm good, mate. I'm well. Looking forward to it.
Now, talk to me about Sunday night. Talk to me about the opponent and what we can expect from you.
Yeah, I fought on Joe's last show a few months back. It was a great crowd, good day of boxing, and yeah, it was a good day, and I'm looking forward to go again Sunday. Keeps me out, keeps me busy. I've actually had a bit of a struggle with an opponent. I've had a few pull out and whatnot, but you know, we'll get something sorted for Sunday. And you know, as long as I'm kept busy, ticking over, make sure I'm ready for the big fights to come sort of in the next few months.
Let's talk about your last fight. Quickest way possible to win, first round knockout. What do you make of your performance last time out?
Yeah, you probably didn't expect it, but I was slightly disappointed I didn't get a few more rounds to show what I've got an opportunity to do so.
You are in a thriving domain, move on.
And you know, it's not going to be long before I'm up there with coming off bad side, and you know, I definitely want to be in the
experience. How does that experience differ?
Case. Yeah.
If not before.
You know, like I said, I've got to get Sunday out the way first.
This guy's boring.
Win these titles.
Yeah.
Demetrius Andrade, you know, we've seen a lot
Oh,
of him.
fuck
You know,
off, man. Fuck off, man. Fuck this guy. I was going to show me getting whooped.
This is Jonathan Aguirre here for Pro Boxing Fans. We're
Let's have a quick look at this. Turn the sound off. This was a European Union title fight, 12 rounds. 5 days notice. Yeah, I'm trying to be all flashy there, you know, trying to do that. Let's get to the stoppage, man. Confront your demons, mate. Confront your fucking demons, nigga. I was winning this fight as well. I was ahead on points, but
De szép volt az a jobb kéz, és a bal horog is. Előbb-utóbb valamelyik be fog csúszni. Mert ezért most már Tyan Boot is fárad. Úgy, de nagyon lassú volt. Ebből látszik, hogy ilyet azért ő nem próbált meg az első vagy a harmadik menetben.
it's like I didn't have conviction, man. That's why I rate Carl Froch. You know when he got knocked down by Jermaine Taylor and he just kept going and just forced the stoppage. I didn't have that same kind of courage, man, the same kind of heart. That's why I rate Carl Froch. I want to have a pint with him.
Dobálja keményen a kezeit. Testen is nagyon úgy néz ki, hogy meg van csípve. Tyan Boot.
A bit of Mayweather defense there, you know, drop.
Ez a jobb kéz, meg a felütés is. Az eddigi legjobb menete.
This guy was a 3-time European champ. He boxed Golovkin, you know, in a world title fight.
Bréknél bizony hátra kell lépni.
No, I didn't deliver in boxing at all, man. Oh, fuck off, man. Fucking monk.
Még a levegőbe is felköpött Tyan Boot.
Spat the gum shield on, like, come
Jó
on.
fél percig folyamatosan kapja a pofont.
Get the fuck up, man.
Valami lesz, hát az lett, hogy földre került.
What are you doing?
Talán fel tud állni, nem?
What would Carl Froch do, you know what I mean? You tough it out, you won't just stand there like that.
Bartarone, mérkőzés vezető úgy döntött, hogy nincsenek értelme, és valóban ebben a menetben, az 5. menetben olyan nyomás alá helyezte Gregor Proksa Tyan Bootot, hogy ezt már nem bírta fizikálisan. Itt az utolsó menet.
You know, in the streets, I'm totally different though, you know. I've got that killer instinct. You know, the way I've knocked out a few women. Fucking messed them up. But in boxing, I didn't show it, man. I didn't even get hit, did I? Really? I didn't really get hit. They say sparring's different to fighting. Boxing's different to street fighting. Bro, it's a jab, man. It's a little jab, a little left hand, man. Come on, man. Fucking get up, man. You know what I mean? Carl Froch. And I'm slagging him off in YouTube videos. You know what I mean? Him and his wife, Rachel Cording. It's fucking hypocritical, man. Look at that. Spitting out the gum shield and thing.
Év közepén nyerte el a címet, de volt ebben a súlyban, mert sok-sok nagy név volt. A Howard Usman-től kezdve Sebastian Silvestre, főleg angolok. Azt kell, hogy mondjam. Főleg angolok.
That's some baby thing.
Kezdve sokan mások.
The gum shield comes out as well, like, yeah, fuck off, man. Yeah, my career was a flop.
És hát Laci bácsi is.
Don't mind. Tyrone, Did anyone ever ask you to go down for more dough? No one ever said that to me, you know. But when I boxed this Journeyman, my manager told me to like go easy on him, you know, because he had a fight like 2 weeks later, and if I would have stopped him, he was called Peter Dunn. He had like 2 fights, 200. He had 2 wins, 200 losses or something like that. So when I boxed him in knots on a Carl Froch undercard, I was just like messing around with him, you know, like doing the Ali shuffle and all that silly shit. And I got booed out of the arena, you know, because I was just messing around. Because my manager told me not to stop him, yeah. But because I was just fucking about, it was hard for me to sell tickets after that. You know, because people didn't want to pay like 40 quid, 60 quid, you know, to see me fucking running around doing the Ali shuffle. So, I don't know, I should have just laid this Journeyman out and people would have been interested and they would have bought tickets, you know, to my next fight. But yeah, my career was a bit of a flop, to be honest. The Echo Falls Quitter, yeah. Tyan Finner. Finner. Tyan, was you sad and depressed when your ex left you? I was a bit sad. I was a bit man down, but I was thinking about her today as well. She left me, man. Because I wasn't man enough, you know, back then. I wasn't, like I said yesterday in the live, we used to go to restaurants and when the bill came, I'd fucking pay half in it and she'd like be looking at me like, what are you doing? And then she'd reluctantly go into her handbag and take her purse out, you know, and pay for her food. So, you know, little things like that, women pick up on it and they think, nah, this guy ain't man enough, you know. I want a provider. Because when I have a kid and I'm vulnerable, I need a fucking man who's gonna, you know, take the lead, you know, be dominant, pay for the food, go out to work, make that money, etc. But I didn't, man. So she like rang me up saying, oh, I think we should split up. And I was kind of, but you know, when I started to like blow up on YouTube, she tried to like message me, you know, like saying, oh, I think we should go for a cup of tea, you know, I think we should meet up, you know, I used to like being with you, I enjoyed hugging you. You know, when my old YouTube channel was like taking off, she started like messaging me saying, oh, yeah, I used to like hugging you, I used to like being with you, I used to like, you know, this and that with you, we should meet up for a cup of tea, you know what I mean, and fucking, you know, trying to get back with me after I started to blow up on YouTube. So yeah, fuck you know, man. You know Andrew Tate, yeah, he says like trauma benefits men. Like, you know, if a woman leaves you, it makes you want to achieve. And that's what happened, and now I'm like, I don't know. I'm sat here, I'm getting paid more than she does. So she wants to have a little cup of tea, don't she? You want to see a picture of her, yeah? Hold on a sec. Where's this fucking woman, man? She blocked me as well, these fucking women, man. She wanted a cup of tea with me recently, but think she's blocked me, man. I don't know. She's probably watching this live, you know, listening to me dissing her, saying I've overtook her, you know what I mean? I've outdone her. I've progressed, you know, since she left me. Yeah, it don't matter. Yes, Tricky H, thanks for the £5, yeah? You missed my other super chat. Here's another. Did you spot anyone that was hyped up as a monster and you then schooled, apart from Khan? I sparred with Robin Reed. You remember him? He beat Kawasaki. Well, people say he deserved the victory, but I sparred with him. I sparred with a lot of guys. Kell, Brook, I held my own quite well, but you know what I mean? Kell outdone me in the end, but now he's on coke, so I don't know. I might get the last laugh. But the main one was the Skype wanker. I fucking really jabbed him up. Make a new Instagram and message that bird again. Which one? Which one are you talking? Are you talking about my ex who left me when I was a low life? Who tried to get back with me, you know, when I started to blow up on YouTube. You talking about that one? Fuck her, man. Leave it in the past, man. Didn't you batter Curtis Woodhouse as well? Yeah, battered him. Smashed him up. Asked Billy Joe Sandwiches. He was watching. And I messed him up and made him get out of the ring. Curtis Woodhouse, you know, after one round. And he started crying and shouting at his trainer saying, why have you put me in there with him? He's 4 pounds heavier than me. And you know that his trainer was a guy who got locked up for kidnap and torture. So when this little bitch Curtis Woodhouse was like shouting at his trainer, you know, who done years, who done time in prison for kidnap and torture, I think this trainer, I think he wanted to fucking torture Curtis Woodhouse. You know, like I did in sparring. Would you spar Tyson Fury? I sparred Tyson Fury as well. I blacked his eye up. You know, like Dead G with Mayweather. I give him a black eye and then afterwards, you know, Dominic Ingle. He said, get a photo with Tyson. So me and Tyson Fury like stood next to each other, you know, for a photo. And Tyson said, oh, you're the guy who blacked my eye up. So yeah. But what does it matter? Well, it don't matter at all, does it? Who's got the last laugh out of me and Tyson Fury? I'm doing well, but he's doing a lot better, innit? You know, my piss bottles are full up, you know. No, I found another bottle. This is from fucking time ago, this bottle. This bottle's old, man. You lot cheer me up, man. It's a bit of a happier live than yesterday, wasn't it? I just had to get out of there, man. One hour, 35 minutes. Bro, you know how many bottles I've got that I've filled up with piss? You see that? That's one, yeah? That's two. Two and a half. 2.5, you know. It's good having you here, man. It's good. I think the best thing I've done in life is doing YouTube live streams. They fucking cheer me up, man. You know, on top of training again, I'm in a good place. Just waiting for Hex Toys to join, you know, to give me a nice little big fucking super chat before I wrap it up. Shall I crack open another can, drink this and then wrap it up? It's my new favourite drink, you know. You know that. Yeah, we'll drag it out. Hopes fucking Hex Toys joins and gives me a nice little donation. I see you lot are fucking tight bastards. You don't want me to get to the £2 million mark, do you? I'll get there. Can you hear that? Every time Hex Toys donates, a family dies in Pakistan. Why is that? Why are you saying that? What's all that about? Was there one particular loss in your career that started the downfall? Yeah. I was unbeaten in it pretty much. Sorry, I just clicked on them. You are a fake millionaire. Fuck off, man. Someone asked me if I've got any mates. I told you I'm going to a little party tomorrow. It's one of my old mates' 40th birthdays. So I'm going to go there and just... Nah, I prefer it with the glasses on, to be honest. It's a bit more of a chilled vibe, I think. Saying you should become the Prime Minister. You know what? I thought about getting into politics, you know, because I was reading on Google the other day, you know, the amount of money that they make in, like, you know, the government, they make so much money in, like, parking fines or, like, speeding, you know, fines. How much money is generated through speeding tickets? Let me show you how much the government make, you know, when people speed and that. Here we go. How much does the UK make from speeding fines? 1.6 billion. You see what I mean? Where's that money going? You know, the fucking government, they're kind of distributing it, aren't they? You know, amongst themselves. So, like, the government, yeah, they like launder money, don't they? You know, like Daniel El Chapan and Coogan. They fucking launder money, the government, so... Boxing King Media is the biggest dick rider in boxing. Nah, I won't say that. The guy interviewed Ebony Bridges, yeah, and he was trying to get her to expose her dirty past, you know, her little fuck ups in the past. He was trying to drag it out of her, but she was like hesitant, you know, to reveal her fuck ups in the past, you know, and she nearly deleted herself, and you know, when she was drugged up and she was fucking this and that. So he was trying to extract that kind of information from her, which is good, man. It's good for an interviewer to do that, you know, touching on sensitive subjects, and that's what that Boxing King Media does. I think he's a good interviewer. I look forward to doing a lot more videos with him, you know, in the future. R.I.P. Tyne's ex, yeah, she missed that, man. She got rid of me when I was low, but you know, now that I'm up in life, she's trying to get back with me, man, but it's not happening. She got a kid as well. So she left me, yeah, she got with this guy on Tinder. I had a kid with him, and she started trying to get back with me, you know, and I started to fucking make it in life. I was like, nah, fuck that. Fuck that. Boxing King Media is the best around, in my opinion. Yep, let's give him a lot of praise, give him a lot of credit. Boxing King Media, he's doing well. I think he's in America. Coogan can't go, so that's good, isn't it? That money ain't going back into the kitty. Corruption, yeah. You mean the money generated, the 1.6 billion pounds a year that the fucking government get from speeding tickets, fines, etc. That's what I mean, man. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, Brendan Ingle, he always used to talk about politicians. He used to encourage us to get into politics because he knows, like Brendan, I think he used to get grants, you know, from the government, you know, for helping kids who are like wasters, you know, in Sheffield. He used to do little community projects and stuff like that. So I think he got some nice grants, you know, from the government. I'm not saying that's why he did it. I'm just saying it's a good move, isn't it? Are you going to any fight shows soon? Yeah, I'm going to Lee Wood's fight. Looking forward to that. I'm going to Lee Wood's fight in Nottingham. Lee Wood, it's good to see him doing well. You know, at the end of his career, he's starting to cash in. You know, making those £500,000 paydays. Meet me at Lee Wood's fight time. It's my birthday that day. Yeah, just message me, innit? It's always nice to meet you people, man, but not really. I like it when you come up to me and you say, yeah, I like your videos, and you give me a little fist bump, and then you keep it moving. You know, when you're trying to chat to me for time and I'm in town for sexual reasons, it's not it, man. I ain't really trying to be around a load of man, you know, and I'm a bit horny. Is it true that Lee Wood is a real light puncher now? He's probably the biggest pound for pound puncher I've ever been in there with. Sparring or whatever. So if he's hitting like that in sparring, imagine what he's doing in little 10-ounce gloves, you know, with his no head guard, knocking that fucking Mick Conlan out of the ring. Can you do a what I eat in a day video, please? You want to see that, yeah? It's kind of difficult to believe Carl Froch ran away when you confronted him in his restaurant. Yeah, because you're thinking of the tough gladiator, the fucking warrior who got up against Jermaine Taylor and fucked him up and fucked up George Groves and made him fall on his own leg. You're thinking of that guy, but he's not that guy anymore. He's been around that model wife of his for too long. She's at home talking about her hair and fucking makeup. So he's turned it. They say if you're around 5 idiots, you'll become the 6th idiot. If you're around 5 millionaires, you'll become the 6th millionaire. So when Carl Froch is around a fucking woman who's vain and just shallow, and I shouldn't diss his wife and the mother of his kids, but you know what I'm saying, he's not the same man. You call him a bum, but now he's the next Mike Tyson, laughing face. What are you on about? Who are you talking about? I don't know what the fuck you're on about, man. You should vlog your route out of the scum. Yeah, me and this guy is going to do a video, yeah, out aiming. We're going to walk around my old area in Nottingham. And I'm going to talk about the fucking rundown area that I grew up in Notts, you know, where we didn't really have any role models. There was no doctors around. There was no solicitors. There was no accountants. There was no lawyers. There was no dentists. You know, there was nobody to look up to. There was like people who sold weed, you know, who had nice trainers and a bit of jewellery. They're the fucking role models, you know, that we had back in the days. So, you know, a lot of people in that area, they kind of grew up to be just fucking nothing, man. I don't want to sound harsh, but it's like when you ain't got any good role models. It's only when I moved to Sheffield and I was around Brendan and my old manager, John Ingle, who's got a load of houses, and Kid Gallard, who had that desire to do well. You know, that ambition, who said winning a European title means nothing. I want the world title. No, that's getting a bit too deep, that, I think. Wakey Wine shouted you out, did he? I thought about going to that little shop, you know, and buying a bottle of Prime for like 500 quid. You know, for the little exposure that I'd get from KSI. Wakefield Prison shouted you out, bro. Monster Mansion, yeah. I've watched those little videos of that fucking murder prison. I can't go to prison, man. It's tempting, you know, when someone disrespects you. You want to fucking crack their skull open, you know, with a fucking... Would you join the slap league? No, I don't like it. Eddie Hearn got interviewed, didn't he? And he said he didn't like that slap league. I agree with him as well. I don't like it. It's not good, man. It's not that good. There's no talent there, is there? It's just fucking slapping each other. It's not good for your brain.
I don't like the slap league. I feel like boxing is different. Like what you're taught in boxing and what it gives you as an individual, the slap league kind of goes against all of that.
This is Boxing King Media again, you know, with the good questions. You see what I mean? He's going to take over, man, this guy is. I look forward to seeing it.
It's a free shot, unprotected and undefended to the brain. And my worry is more for, we talked about earlier, about the next generation, the future generation. Kids are watching that, thinking that's acceptable. You know, how long before you've got the playground doing the same thing? I don't like the slap league.
That's what they said about Andrew Tate, innit? You know, when he said women are his property. You know, the critics of Andrew Tate were saying, like, young boys are going to say to little girls in school, you're my property. So come here, I can fucking do what I want to you. You know, sexually, you're my property. That's the kind of criticism that Andrew Tate was facing, you know, when he said that women are his property. It's probably not the best choice of words, you know, from Andrew Tate, but yeah.
I feel like boxing is different. Like what you're taught in boxing and what it gives you as an individual, the slap league kind of goes against all of that. It's a free shot, unprotected and undefended.
I get it as well, because boxing, you have to be fit in it. You have to get in shape, you have to run, you have to go to the gym. With that slap league, it's just, you can be fat, drunk, unhealthy. You know, there's no incentive, is there, to like get in shape and be disciplined.
To the brain. And my worry is more for, we talked about earlier, about the next generation, the future generation. Kids are watching that, thinking that's acceptable. You know, how long before you've got the playground doing the same thing? I don't like the slap league. I feel like...
I don't like it. It's just, I don't know, it's not really...
There's a clip that...
I just want to see a big slap. See that the brain's rattling, man. It's fucking rattling away. Who the fuck is that? This guy's always dissing Andrew Tate, isn't he? Yeah, fuck him. Don't know. Right, I'm gonna wrap it up, you know. I've had a nice live, man. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed myself. Try and put videos on TikTok of you putting tea bags on the brown settee and you will blow up. That's a good shout, that is, you know. That is a good idea. I might have to do that, you know. Put up some of my old videos on TikTok. Look at that mug. This has been one of your better lives. Yeah, I've enjoyed it, man. I'm a bit more, don't know, I'm a bit more positive today than I was last night in the live. Yo, fuck off, man. I don't want to diss the viewers, innit, but just fuck off, man. You see the Skype wanker trying to smile through the pain. You guys is desperate for exposure, man. Just chill out, man. Just fucking chill out. Stop ringing me up, you fucking mugs. That's me as a kid, innit? Do you think I look quite nice? I look alright, man. I look better than Coogan, innit? Oh, you're fucking annoying me now, man. That's when I used to use tissue. Dry tissue. Scumbag. Yo, this guy's an idiot, man. Blowjob signals. Why are you ringing me? What are you doing, you fucking desperate cunts? Fuck off, man. Fucking irritating, man. Right, done, that'll do. I've had a good life. I've enjoyed myself. You look like a cute version of Scary Spice in that picture. Yeah. Who was the nicest Spice Girl, do you think? I think you lot are too young to remember the Spice Girls, isn't it? I think the best one was probably Jerry Halliwell. Someone says Sporty Spice. Nah, she was like a dyke. She was like a dyke, wasn't she? A bit masculine, a bit too... You know David Beckham? He went to the Ingle gym, you know, back in the days. He wanted to meet Nas, you know, Nassim Ahmed. Nassim Ahmed was really in demand, you know, back in the day. But yeah, these fucking women, I think she was probably the, I forgot about her, like Emma Bunton. She was probably the nicest. She had like a nice, fresh look about her, didn't she? Baby Spice. I sound like a nonce in it, but I'm just saying, like, she was probably the best. Right, 2 hours, that'll do, man. I've had a good time. I've had a good time tonight. We're gonna call it a day, I think. It's 1:30 in the morning. There's still hundreds of people in here. Yes, Boxing King Media. Leeds is too far. I'm not sure me and Time will make it back alive from a rough pub in Leeds. We'll go to Derby, innit? We'll go and talk to Ozzy Ahmed. You know, the YouTube sensation. We'll go and talk to him. We'll do a bit of body sparring, me and Ozzy. You know, and just record me hitting the bags and stuff like that. I'm in decent shape now. I've joined the gym. And I'm feeling sharp. I've lost about half a stone. So, we'll do that. Tiny, if you had to bet on one religion being true, which one would you choose? I don't know. I spent years and years and years trying to work out the meaning of life and how did we get here, where we going, this and that. But it's too much, innit? Because it's like, say if I read the Bible, yeah. The Bible wasn't written in English, was it? It was originally written in Hebrew, you know, and Greek. So I'd have to go back, I'd have to learn like Hebrew and Greek, you know, to like learn the true meaning and the interpretation of the words, you know, in the fucking English translation. Yeah, so how long is that going to take me to learn Hebrew and Greek? And then the Quran, I'd have to learn Arabic, you know, to like understand the Quran fully. And then there's all these little Indian books. So I'll have to learn how to fucking speak Indian. And then there's Chinese books, I'd have to learn how to fucking read in Chinese. How long is that going to take? And then there's the Flat Earth, the Big Bang Theories, all this other shit. I ain't got time, man. That's what my mum did. She spent her life studying the Bible, and now she's 60 years. She's in a fucking horrible job that she hates. She's broke. She's depressed. She hasn't seen anything of the world. She went to Jamaica about 20 years ago, but that's all she's done is just go to Jamaica 20 years ago. So it's like religion, I just haven't got time to be fucking studying it, man. You don't need to learn Arabic. The English translation is fine, lol. Yeah, you say that, but like English words have got different meanings, haven't they? Like right, as in left, right, wrong, write down on a piece of paper. So like English words have got different meanings. So you have to know the actual language in it, you know, to get the gist of what these books are actually talking about. I ain't got time, man. There are some, what they call those people who study the universe. What they call astronomists. They've been studying it for decades and they don't really know certain things about the universe. So it will just take too long, man. Right, let's finish this glass and then just call it a day, man. I've had a good run. What about David Icke? He said the Queen's a lizard. R. Kelly. R. Kelly, you know. I missed the 6 hour lives, man. What else you gonna do if you end it? I just want to go out on a high, you know what I mean? I want to go out on a high, man. Kell Brook went out on a high, but now he's kind of, you know, he's starting to fuck up. You know, somebody in the Ingle gym, they said that they don't think Kell Brook will get to the age of 40. They think he'll die, you know, before he gets to 40, you know, because of his lifestyle. They said that they don't expect him to get to 40 years old, and we're kind of seeing signs of that now, aren't we? You know, with the coke. I know it's only coke, but it's like, what do you do after that? when you start to get bored of that. I used to drink one bottle of Echo 4s, yeah, 5%, but after a few months I started to get bored of it. Then I stepped up to 9%, and then I started to get bored of that. Then I started smoking a bit of fucking, you know what I mean? Now I'm on the vapes. So it's like, where does it end? So Kell Brook, he's about 35. So I don't know if you'll get to 40. Lennox Lewis went out on a high. Kawasaki went out on a high. Who else went out on a high? Mayweather. So I want to go out on a high, you know, with these lives. What if you die and realise there's an afterlife and never pick the right religion? What would you do? That's the thing though, innit? You got some religious people, yeah, who they talk about they're a Muslim and this and that. But they're not good people, man. Their parents were Muslims, so they call themselves Muslims or Christians or Jews, but they don't really stick to it. But then some people, like Ricky Gervais, he's not religious, he don't believe in God, yeah, but you know, he loves animals. So who's God gonna prefer? You know, the Muslim who fucking pretends to be a Muslim but you don't really stick to it and he's evil, or somebody who doesn't believe in God but they're nice and friendly, you know, to animals and stuff like that. Gervais. That's true, many don't follow religion, but as a Muslim, we believe every human will be judged by their actions, Muslim or non-Muslim. But some religions say that it doesn't matter what you do, you know, as long as you sort of like convert to Islam, you know, you'll fucking be saved. And it's like, what? So I can go around raping women and murdering and all this other shit, and then a week before I die, say if I get cancer, I can just convert to Islam and all's forgiven. I don't know, what are you on about? I don't know. That makes sense, does it? How do you want to be remembered when you die? Somebody who does good YouTube videos. Do you go to boxing events alone or with a mate? When I go to Lee Wood's fight in a few weeks, I need to go with a few mates, you know, who are strapped. Because I'm going to bump into Carl Froch and Lee the alcoholic Froch. I could take them out myself, but it's like, it's too much work, man. I'm just trying to chill out and watch a bit of boxing. Yeah? What's your favourite music band? I like Britney Spears, man. Started following her on Instagram. You see what I mean? The guy's waiting for me to go on the Instagram page so he can ring me. What's up with you, man? What the fuck is wrong with your brain, man? Chill out. Just fucking relax. How many times have I hung up on you, man? I don't want to sound rude, innit? But I'm just trying to fucking... Message another OnlyFans bird to get on the live. Yeah, I have. I've messaged about 10 of them, so I messaged them today. One of them was kind of into the idea until I fucking told you not to message her to get her on the live. Then she blocked me. You know what I mean? Trying to act like she's all moral. You want OnlyFans, getting your fucking pussy out. That's what you want, exposure. So what's your problem? You can get on here, you know, and promote your OnlyFans to like 500 people. Right, let's finish this. Have you ever pretended to be blind wearing these glasses? You know what I thought about doing? Like identifying as a woman. There's some nice women in the gym, you know what I mean? You know, going into the changing rooms, and I just think, well... Do you like the Tates and are they innocent? Yeah, they're probably innocent. You know, the elites, they want to lock them up in Romanian prisons, you know, to stop them from getting men like me to step up and step my money up and get in shape and fucking be a high value man. And you know what I mean? Because like the elites, they want to keep the money at the top, don't they? You know, the top of the pyramid. They don't want men to rise up. They want them to be fat, fucking lazy, broke bums, you know, working in factory jobs. You know, so they maintain that pyramid structure. Yeah? They don't want you to step up, man. Yes, Shed. Thanks for the £5, yeah? Nice one, laters. See you later. Yeah, I've had a good time, you know. I've had a good time today. Probably highlight of the day. I didn't go to the gym today. I felt a bit stiff. You know, when I used to overtrain in the gym, I'd feel ran down. I'd get a blocked nose. I'd be fucking sweating. I'd be fucked. So I'm just trying to... This is my first week back in training. So I've done like 3 days. So... Are you bored yet? Yes or no? I'm just going to finish this glass and then just wrap it up. Yo, can you see all that scum there? All that fucking scum. You see that? I don't know what it is, man. You see all that scum at the top of the fucking... I had my teeth polished. So there might be some remains, you know, of plaque. You know, in that glass there, you see all that scum. You know, these vapes, I think they're turning people into transformers, you know. Because, like, since these have come out, like, people are just acting mad. I need some earpods, man. They'll come off my tax bill as well, so I need to be buying some earpods. You know, these fucking wires. Joe Rogan's quite good, isn't he? I'd love to get on his podcast. Do you think I'd have a good chat with Joe Rogan? I think I could hold my own, you know.
He's not a real boxer.
Of course he's a real boxer.
No chance.
He's a professional boxer. Is he a world champion? No. But maybe he is. Is he?
No.
What is he? What is like
Tommy Fury?
He might have some sort of a title.
If he does, it's in name only. I saw Tommy Fury box. He is not a boxer.
Well, he's definitely a boxer.
Well, he puts on gloves.
He's definitely a boxer. But is he a boxer like his brother? No.
Well, clearly. But Tommy Fury would not. We would not know who Tommy Fury was if his last name wasn't Fury.
Probably we wouldn't know as much about him.
I don't.
But he's still a good-looking guy. He's built great. He looks
Well,
like
those are-
he
yeah.
looks the part.
Looks the part, no doubt. But what I'm saying,
He's a good journeyman boxer.
Let me rephrase this. I'm not. I think Jake Paul would kill Tommy.
You don't
Fury,
wanna do it.
and that wouldn't change. I don't know how good Jake Paul is, but I don't know of any boxer who can bring enough to a Jake Paul
So
fight.
here's Tommy Fury. You telling me this guy
You know, if you could smell that piss in that bottle, like, you'd be so disgusted by it, man.
doesn't look like a boxer? You're out of your fucking mind.
Who's he fighting?
But I don't give a fuck, dude. Look at this. Look at this. He's fighting a professional boxer. The guy's fighting looks good. Dude, you're crazy if you don't think Tommy Fury's a
I don't
boxer.
think-
Look at that uppercut. Shut the fuck up, dude.
No.
Really
John Jones and
amazing fight.
and Ngannou is another one now where we're all like,
That might still happen.
could
That
happen.
could still happen.
But will it happen?
I hope.
Is this guy the best fighter in the world then? Heavyweight UFC champion Francis Ngannou. Is he the best fighter in the world? How does he get on with Bruce Lee, hypothetically speaking? He fucks up Bruce Lee. That's what I mean, man. Bruce Lee, I like him. I like his films, but it's not real, man.
When they're
It's not real at
when
all,
we
is
all
it?
want it to happen. You know what I
Well-
mean? If it happens in 4 years from now,
But it doesn't have to happen in 4 years. Here's my thing. Again, Mr. Ngannou, please hear me out. This is,
Don't
just for
sign any
legacy and just for also money. I think the big money is if he has an account. What if he knocks out Dillian White? Right? What if they set him up with some boxer who's an elite boxer, not Tyson Fury,
And he goes and wins a big fight,
And
yeah.
you got to remember, Ngannou is 265 ripped, natural,
cutting weight to probably be at 265.
with canned hams for fists.
Yeah.
Just giant. He's a fucking specimen, and the power is extraordinary. And if he's just punching and not worrying about takedowns, if one of those look at Wilder. Wilder, who's the greatest
He's
knockout artist ever.
Crazy.
Greatest. He's one punch knockout artist. I would say, I mean, you have your George Foremans and Mike Tyson are the most beautiful combinations we've ever seen in the heavyweight division. But Wilder,
Pure
just
power.
blap. Did you see his last fight?
It wasn't even
Moving away. He hits this guy, and the guy's stiff. He has that one Ortiz, when he hit Ortiz in the forehead, pull that up. Pull up Wilder knocks out Ortiz. Because he hit him, and Ortiz is a durable guy, a tough guy. And he had Wilder in some trouble in that fight. And Wilder just blap.
Yeah.
Hit him, blah, right in the forehead.
Yeah, you can tell,
Head
man.
snaps back, and Ortiz's eyes are rolled back. He's like, "What the fuck just hit me?"
Those are the things you can't train. That is God's gift to you.
And again, it's that long frame, like you were talking
look at
about.
another lean.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Watch this. Here it goes again. Bam! I mean, look at Ortiz.
And look at,
Ortiz is like,
he's
what?
What
Look
the?
at-
Yeah, he hit him in the forehead as well, and it kind of had that effect on him. So yeah,
He's just like trying to put his
You don't
mouthpiece
even know.
back in.
His mouthpiece is in. He's still trying to find it.
His legs aren't moving.
Like, wait a
Look at
minute.
him. He's like, what the fuck? Look at his
He's
face.
he's like upset about it.
He's confused. Wilder, preposterous power. But it just
Skinny
goes to
guy,
show you, like,
skinny leg.
there's levels. Look at the chin of Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, the 12th round, that first fight, drops him.
Dead.
Right hand, left hook, and even does this like it's over. Like, I got him.
Yeah.
I got him.
And
Nope.
He rises from the
Rises. Just
dead. I remember
fucking
watching that one
crazy.
live, and I couldn't believe it. I
was
was like, "Oh, that's it. He's done."
alone in my bedroom screaming. Alone in my bedroom screaming, "Oh my God, he's winning the 12th round!"
I couldn't
My
believe-
wife was in the other room like, "What the fuck are you yelling at?" I'm like, "He's winning the fucking 12th round. This is insane. He almost gets killed. He gets back up and he wins." Plan B option if
Came on the
Usyk
forehead
fight fails
as
to
well.
happen is Ngannou.
Oh wow!
Wow. Well, the Usyk fight's gonna happen. It's the most important fight in boxing. I think that fight is gigantic because you got Usyk, who's beats Joshua twice, and the best movement and boxing and skillful. He's a heavyweight Lomachenko.
Yeah.
he needs to give John McDermott a rematch. John McDermott beat Tyson Fury back in the days, man. He owes him a fucking rematch, and a payday. He keeps fighting Cesaro, but it's not good enough, is it?
And was the cruiserweight champion as an undersized heavyweight, and you got Tyson, who's as big a heavyweight as you're ever going to see.
Massive.
6'9", long as fuck,
Crazy.
agile with back fat. Like,
That picture right there, I
Crazy.
couldn't tell
Go
if
to
his
that picture.
pants were falling down or.
go back to that picture, Jamie. The picture just showed the Usyk, the backup fight, that he's a backup fighter. The one that you just had up. If you look, the rolls of fat off his back.
Yeah, look at it there.
That back
Oh, yeah,
fat is
man.
insane.
Like
Peak
Ruiz, innit?
peak
Andy
male
Ruiz.
performance
The
right there.
bodybuilder. So you beat the bodybuilder. You haven't fought the Gypsy King.
They're crazy, dude.
He's the fucking best.
Dad's out of his mind too.
I love him. I love that guy. Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk headed to Wembley in April. Huge boost to British boxing fans.
Saudi
What a
Arabia,
fucking
I think.
fight that's going to be. My God, that's going to be amazing. I just don't know if Usyk has the size to deal with that guy. It's going to be interesting to see what strategy he employs, whether or not he can avoid the big bombs and the reach and the length.
So long.
But
not.
You talk about size, but Kid Gallard, the little featherweight, he was like the hardest guy for me to spar in a way, because he was small. He was like less target to hit. You know what I mean? So smaller guys. I know this little silly saying, a good big guy will beat a good little guy. I don't know if that's always true, man.
The long lean type that we're talking about.
No.
A little different.
Long.
A little different.
I mean, he doesn't give a fuck what his body looks like. He's just a fighter.
Is he sober? Is he not sober? He's back on the sauce now?
He just doesn't drink in camp.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I don't know if he's sober. I don't think he's sober.
He's always, that's what I mean. That's why I'm asking. I know he goes back and forth on, he's right in the head and then he's not. And then you'll see him in a clip and he's had, 14
My mental
pints.
health.
Yeah.
Well, he's an inspirational story. I mean, it really is. I mean, the guy was like,
good job.
He beats Vladimir Klitschko. He becomes a heavyweight champion and then loses his fucking mind.
Yeah.
He's drinking constantly, almost committed suicide, was driving his Ferrari, thinking about just fucking driving off a cliff, and then gets it together and becomes a heavyweight champion again.
Yeah.
And then wasn't fully all the way back when he fought Wilder.
Yeah.
And then fights Wilder in the rematch, and then now he's fucking tuned up and ready. Beats the brakes off of Wilder. And then the third fight, Wilder catches him with a bomb.
Yeah.
That bomb that he caught him where you see the fat ripple all the way down to his body. Any other human
Is
that
not
Wilder
getting back up.
Any other human. Nobody punches like Wilder. Nobody.
Because you like we talked about, it's just it's in him. It's not, he's not doing something in the gym with a trainer to get that kind of power.
No.
That's, you were born with that gift.
It's also being a gypsy and being
Putting down
around
body
that
shots,
fucking rough, tumble, brawling world his whole life. His dad's a fighter.
Did Tyson ever have any bare knuckle fights, you know, on those little gypsy sites, those little caravan sites? I don't know if there's any footage of him having little bare knuckle fights. I think when he got into boxing, he thought, nah, it's not worth it. I could damage my hands. You know, I've got a lot of money to make, you know, in boxing. And, you know, he's made a nice little fortune, Tyson Fury.
His brother's a fighter. Everyone's a fighter around him. Just fucking savages. Just in the bones.
Yeah, there's
in the bones.
Gypsy people, man.
Whenever he talks about retiring, I'm like, not yet.
Yeah.
Don't do it. I think that if he does beat Usyk, it's still possible because they're going to fight in April, right? Unless Ngannou decides to take a big money boxing fight before that, which I don't blame him for doing. But God damn it, if he beats Usyk, that's really the only compelling, interesting thing for him in that division. I mean, what else would be compelling? The Joshua fight? Not really. Not after the Usyk fights.
Mm-mm.
Joshua's finished, man. He's fucking... I don't know why he's still fighting. You're not going to be number 1. You're not going to be number 2 even. I don't think you'll be number 3. Just fuck off, man, Joshua. You're not fucking good enough, man. You're not Lennox Lewis. You know, calling Lennox a clown and that.
I mean, unless Joshua comes back, because they're talking about Joshua fighting Wilder, right? Isn't that the talk? No.
Joshua's a mug. I could see the fear in his eyes, you know, when he tried to step to me like that. Yeah, man. AJ hate is embarrassing, screams jealousy. It's not really that, man. It's not. I think people like real people like Andrew Tate. Joshua is just like a fake fucking plastic media friendly fucking Lennox Lewis wannabe, man. We don't like people like that. We just like fucking real people, man. Right, I'm gonna go, you know, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'd like to see Lennox Lewis against Tyson Fury, you know, prime for prime. But it's just fantasy talk, innit? We're never gonna see it, are we? So it's like, it's pointless talking about it. It's just like a fantasy. He's rich and good looking, can bang any bird he wants and still chins pretty much everyone. You don't chin everyone. How does he chin everyone? He fucking chin me, did he? I stood in front of him like saying, what's up, let's have it. He didn't fucking do it, man. He had fear in his eyes. What do you mean he chins everyone? Stop sucking him off, man. You're not getting any of his cash or any of his fucking groupies. This guy's another AKA Skins, you know what I mean? Desperate, trying to get in there. Real people like Andrew Tate, ha 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 ha, laughing face. I said it yesterday, Andrew Tate did kind of contradict himself because he tries to like build up men. You know what I mean? But then he was like promoting his little webcam business, wasn't he? So that's kind of going opposite to what he's about. Because we're like watching Prawn. You know, it kind of like... You need to get out there, you know, and talk to women and learn how they operate and, you know, get in there and just learn a bit of game, get a bit of confidence. This and that. So, Prawn, it's not that good, man. Just lazy, innit? It's like eating a microwave meal. It's just, it's easy, it's convenient, but it's not good for you. You're taking the easy option, you know, by watching Prawn. I'm off. See ya. This is dead. Oh, fuck off then. I can guarantee you he's still going to be in here fucking 5 minutes. Fucking mug. Let me put this guy in timeout. People whinging and whining about bullshit. What else you gonna do? How do you get over an ex who left you on good terms? You have to better yourself. I just told you, this fucking woman got rid of me, yeah, when I was down and out in life, broke. You know what I mean? Now I've stepped up. I've made a load of cash, you know, from YouTube, and she wants to conveniently meet up for a cup of tea. You have to just better yourself, man. Step your financial game up. Get in shape. Get into the gym. You know what I mean? Get all the women after you, and then she'll be jealous and she'll try and get back with you. So that's the fucking strategy, man. Let me just watch this quick video and then I'm gonna fuck off.
The idea that, like, hey, 10 years from now, there's going to be several thousand thylacine back in Tasmania. Facial tumor disease is going to go away. The overabundance of prey is going to disappear.
Facial tumor disease?
Facial tumor disease is a thing that a lot of the animals, and particularly the Tasmanian devils, have in Tasmania. It's herpes on the face. But it comes from an overabundance of prey because the alpha predator, the thylacine, been knocked out. So if you go drive down a road, yeah, look at it, poor bastards. It's bad. It's herpes.
God.
It's actual herpes.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
It's horrible.
And that's the Tasmanian tiger, which is
the Tasmanian devil.
Tasmanian devil. What a crazy little animal that fucker is.
They're so cool, man.
And the noises they make.
Yeah, they're wild.
See if you can find a recording of Tasmanian devil noises.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm just excited because it's like,
it's crazy.
It seems like we live in an alternate universe where these things are real now, which is just so crazy compared to a few years ago.
What does it here we go. Look at those little fuckers. They're going mouth to mouth with each other.
If you're camping in Tasmania, which I've done for thylacine searches and stuff, and you hear that, it is the most like blood-curdling, terrifying, and then they're this big. But you hear this and you're like, something is going to rip me to shreds.
They
And it's
look
just
like a
these
French
little buggers.
bulldog.
Yeah, look at them.
Yeah, they're real cute.
Really cute.
Does anybody ever have them as pets? I wonder if you can domesticate them.
I don't know. But my number one pet's a wombat. Have you ever seen a pet wombat?
No, they have them?
Oh my God, dude.
People have them as pets?
I mean, in Australia, like as rescues and stuff. I don't know. I don't know if they're in the pet trade, but I went to a place in South Australia.
They're look at that Tasmanian devil. Oh, look, he's a little puppy. They're adorable.
They are.
So do people, but this is like little tiny babies. Like I wonder what you know, it's maybe it's like some animals, like you get to a certain age, you can't really keep them anymore.
I wouldn't think they'd make very good pets. I went to a place in Tasmania where they dragged a wallaby carcass in that had been hit by the road. It was like the cartoon version of piranhas, you know, where they come in and it's like, and they rip it to shreds. These things ripped this dead wallaby to nothing. It was like maybe 10 of them in under a minute.
Really?
Just to nothing, to just bones and gnawing. It was wild to see.
Most people think of the Tasmanian devil as that cartoon. That's
Yeah.
literally when if people think about that, it's one of the only animals where the cartoon is more popular than the actual animal.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed.
Like I couldn't pick that animal out of a lineup. If you told
Right.
me, I mean,
What
now
is this?
now I can because I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
But if look at these little, let me hear some volume.
Wow.
They only weigh about 7 kilos.
Gotta love Australians.
Yeah.
There's also wombat ears too.
Little cutie. That's a wombat ear.
Look. This is what I'm talking about.
That's a wombat. Little
that's a
cutie.
juvenile one, but they're just little trucks.
Little cutie.
I love wombats. I think they're so adorable.
And so people keep those as pets as adults?
Yes, they do. There was a woman I met who had one in her house. Man, we had this video on our little podcast that I don't know how to find it, but it was hilarious. And this woman hand-raised this wombat, and it ran around her house like your dog does. But the thing is, it's like this truck, you know, they're like super low to the ground, huge shoulders, And like, if it decided to run like through the dog gate or through the refrigerator, it just went like bowling straight through it. It was amazing.
Cute little guys.
Oh, I think they're so cute. But these guys have unbelievable mange in Tasmania. Like, Jamie, if you type in, wombat mange, we've looked at a lot of gross animal stuff today, but it's like, it's brutal. And the reason the mange is so bad, there's no predators and they're way overpopulated. And so when there's that many animals in a small environment with overpopulation, they get diseases. And so,
oh, look. Ugh.
Yeah. So all this is potentially fixable, if you put a predator, the right predator, back in Tasmania.
Right. And so that would help Tasmania. And are they planning on doing this to other continents? Oh, that's terrible.
That's what they look like.
That's what they say about, like zesty people, people who are a bit fruity. They say that they've come about because like there was too many people on Earth, so nature has made like people zesty, to curb like population, like overload. You know what I mean? To like limit fucking reproduction and nature. I don't know. Yeah, that was alright, man. Wrap it up tight, pure milk in it. I know, it's whatever, man, whatever. I'd be sat here anyway watching this bullshit. So just sit and watch it together, innit? But yeah, I'm gonna go now, I think. I think I milked it for long enough now. 2 hours, 38 minutes. That Sky Nicholson is decent, yeah. Yeah, she's probably the nicest, one of them. She's kind of natural, no tattoos like Ebony Bridges, no fake tits like Ebony Bridges. I think she's like the probably number one, Sky Nicholson, so... Decent. That's what I mean. Look at her arms, yeah. Her skin is quite nice, isn't it? But she had like horrible fucking black tattoos all over her arms, like Ebony Bridges. She'll be fucking horrible. She'll be ruined, man. She's kind of natural, isn't it? She's, her ear is quite big, isn't it? But it don't matter, man. That's my only critique, of Ebony Bridges. I mean, fucking Sky Nicholson. Who's that? You know who that is? No, I don't know who that is. That's what I mean, man. Some women pretend to be bisexual, innit? Because men get turned on by it, so they just pretend. I've seen it, man. I used to work in a club, innit? I used to see women kissing on the dance floor. And I used to see like a circle of men stood around them, staring at them. Like a circle of dogs. It's fake, man. They're not real lesbians, man. But yeah, she looks alright. She alright. Not into black women at all, man. I just can't be doing with them. Really not into them at all, man. It's so fucking horrible, man. That's a nice little photo, isn't it? Yes. Right. See you later, yeah? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the super chats as well. It's appreciated, man. I've had a good run, man. I've had a decent run tonight. It feels a lot better than yesterday. Don't matter, man. I'm on a good vibe here. Have you hit rock bottom yet? Nah, man. My life's taken off. Made some good money from these videos, man. Sitting here chilling. Yeah. Made a nice bag. You know, wearing these little designer t-shirts and that. You fucking people hating on me, man. Fucking jealous. Get a pizza in the oven and go for another 2 hours. Nah. I've hit the wall, man. Go out on a high, you know, like Lennox Lewis and Calzaghe, Mayweather. Yeah. What time do you wake up? Whenever I feel like it. That's the good thing about having that money. Like, you ain't got a boss talking shit to you and just telling you to get up and get to work. Wake up whenever, have a nice bowl of Frosties, nice cup of tea, have some toast, you know, with some Nutella. Just chill. Spend the whole day thinking about doing a live. It's worth it. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up, you know. See you later, everybody. Thanks for tuning in again, yeah? Be safe.